forward, I'm living life large, man. I had 77 job opportunities. I had a Bedazzler commercial. I'm rocking and rolling. I'm traveling the country as a national speaker, sales, motivation, national sales conferences, you name it. That's my niche. Let's go. I'm ready. Man, I'm working it, loving it, getting hired left and right. People are like, man, she's incredible. She's a firecracker. She teaches me how to be the #1 salesman mostly. Companies are saying, man, when we hire you, revenue's through the sky. And I, awesome. Until the golden escalator moment. Donald Trump comes down that golden escalator. And I went, uh-oh, man, he's going to win this thing. And not knowing, well, I thought, man, this guy's going to win this thing. And oh my gosh, I got to work for him. So I get the call. We need you on the campaign. There's 5 of us right now. Whoa, sounds like we're doing great, right? 5 of us, right? Okay. And I didn't want to do it. I'm not going to lie to you. I had no interest in working on Donald Trump's presidential campaign. I had no political background. My mom and dad have never, ever, and to this day, now they tell me Trump, they've never talked about who they voted for. I honestly don't even know if my parents ever voted. We are not political. They are ignorant in that regard, and I was also ignorant. I had no interest because most of the politicians I'd ever met never did what they said they were going to do. So I figured they were just liars, fakes, frauds, and phonies. So, and show me somebody different, right? So I didn't have an interest either. So I'm like, man, here's the deal. Trump said, Tana, if I'm going to be the next president of the United States, I have to win Iowa. We decide who the president is, right? And so I was like, understood. And he's like, and you would have to quit your 3 jobs. Ooh, I love my jobs. I'm really good at my jobs. Being the professional speaker, oh, that's done. Say goodbye to that. Your radio show that you really love, giving men advice on how to be better husbands, spouses, partners to their women, and it's like Dr. Laura, but on steroids. The part where you say, men, don't ever buy your wife a deep freezer or appliance for a birthday, anniversary, or whatever, Mother's Day. Don't do it. We don't want that. That's a bad gift. Boo, you're fired. Don't do it. And then call me up on the Hey Tana hotline. You know what's happening? I loved that job. And one other job I loved, being a life coach. I loved breathing fire into people and letting them think that they're just queens and kings. Loved it, but I had to quit all 3. Oh man, that's a hard one. To make peanuts. So I went, oh, I'm going to think this through. And then I heard myself say, listen, you want to make history with this man, right? Are you foolish? You can make history with this man. And you can convince the people of Iowa that he'll do the job. That's right. So I said, I'll do it. Reluctantly, whatever the word is, that word. I didn't want to, but I knew I had to. So I said, sure, I'll do it. So I show up on the scene, man, it's a team of 5, awesome. Chuck Lauder was a great state director, and that guy was a genius, and that guy was a genius, and that guy was great too, and actually I was the only woman in the beginning. And they at first were like, what's this chick? She's nothing but a reality TV show. What star? What's she doing here? Quickly they got with it. And they were like, and day 1 on the scene, they thought that. Day 2, they were like, yeah, we're going to get out of her way. And what it was they were doing the typical boring, usual campaign strategy. We door knock. Excuse me, we work for a billionaire. We don't door knock because nobody thinks this man's got a chance. We're going to start over. Rewind. I'm going to get a Trump bus, which is going to be a huge, I don't know, bigger. It was a Greyhound bus, however big they are. Bigger than a 40-foot. And I had it wrapped. Well, actually, I had a problem. The state director's like, we're not going to do that. I go, well, I'm going to have to call the big guy because we're going to get it done. Because the people of Iowa are going to think Donald Trump is traveling across the state, and that'll be me. So you're going to say, no, I'm going to call Trump. So I had to call him. We got it done. And the Trump bus was #1, the top first political genius move in the whole campaign. That was me, and they told me no.
Yeah.
All these great things, so save your applause till the end. I'm just kidding. But, so they all said no. We don't need a Trump bus, really? Trump loved the bus. It was everywhere. It was the backdrop for TV commercials and everything that we did. And so then we start getting more people on the team. Now women are showing up on the team and yeah, girl power, all excited. Guess what? They weren't all excited about yours truly. They saw me and wanted nothing to do with me. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. I think we might have somehow we get off on a bad start, because I don't recall that, but there'd be no reason that my sisters, right? We're all sisters. We're all supposed to love each other. We're supposed to uplift each other. We're supposed to support each other. Why would the women be giving me a hard time, be blocking me, be obstructing me, be getting in my way, not supporting me? That seems weird, because ladies, we've been told our whole life that the men are the reason that we didn't succeed, and we didn't win, and we didn't get what we wanted, and we got to break through the glass ceiling because the men are in our way. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's not the men that are in our way, it's the ladies that are in our way. So, if you are a strong, confident, secure woman, you're gonna like me. If you don't like strong, confident, secure women who will not ever take crap again, because I took crap and that ended up me in my mom and dad's basement.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no more gal here that's ever gonna take any more whatever I just said. If that's a bad word here, I apologize. But I could have said worse. So this woman doesn't do that anymore. But what's going on with my sisters is what I wanted to know. So what I started realizing was they were threatened. Well, why? I'm loving you. I'm giving you love. I'm giving you support. Why are you giving me a hard time? Threatened? Okay, I can't see why. We're working for the same person. They were insecure. Well, I'm sorry, but why does my confidence affect your insecurity?
That's right.
We can't be best friends. Yes, we can. So I thought, okay, so she's threatened, because I'd say, what seems to be the problem here? Well, you're threatening me. Have I physically assaulted you? I mean, to me, that's when I get threatened. No, but your presence, I'm sorry if my presence is interfering with the demons that you have within you.
Amen.
But that don't got anything to do with me and how we're going to get this man to win.
That's right.
So let me tell you what. If you are running for office or a campaign or you're a candidate and your team and your people don't light up like a firecracker when they see you, you better be doing some cleaning house. You better be cleaning house. Because let me tell you what. When Donald Trump would roll into our offices, these people were deadbeats. And I was like, on your feet, folks. We got the blue-collar billionaire in the house. Up. What are you doing? Yeah. Well, what am I supposed to do? Well, first off, you stand up. You get excited. Right? Do you care? And what I realized, folks, they didn't care. So many people working on campaigns could care less if the candidate even wins. They don't care about results. I don't think I told you, but Trump told me when I took the job, I will blame you if we don't win Iowa. Oh, okay. No big deal, right? Blame me? I'm an apprentice. I don't know anything. What? So I got to work really fast. Treating politics, which I knew nothing about. I thought caucus, the Iowa caucus, y'all heard of that? Yeah. I thought it was a dirty word. I'm like, what? Are we allowed to say that? Caucus. No, Tana, it's that thing when you do where people get up and speak and then you check the box. Oh! I Googled it. And I was like, this isn't a dirty word. This is for real. The Iowa caucus. Some states have a caucus and others don't. I got this a little late in the game, but I got it. And I thought, you're going to blame me? And I worked twice as hard. So the team, the gals that didn't like me, didn't receive me well, they didn't work hard because they knew I was going to do the work for them. The men, they got the hell out of my way and said, run! Go, girl, go! They whipped me like Seabiscuit. They were running. Go, girl, go! And I was running, and I did it. And I did the job of 5 people. I literally did. And I looked over and I thought, I don't mean to keep sucks, you're not. But I'll look over here. I just kept saying, what is wrong with you? Do you care? Oh man, if it's not Trump, and I'll move on to another candidate. Another Republican candidate. No, I don't care. You better get out of my way because I care. I love that man. Well, what do you love about him?
Yeah.
What do you love about him? He didn't put you on national television. You had to fight for that job. Correct. No, he didn't. He didn't make you the finalist. You had to win every week. Correct. What he did is he taught me so much that now I am able to make my life better. He put shoes on my feet because, he said nice things like you saw, like she's a great presenter. Do you think that has any coincidence with why I was a sought-out motivational speaker, getting paid lots of money to step on stage for large corporations that didn't have a problem writing a check? Do you think that had anything to do with it? So I always had an attitude of gratitude. So whenever, like I said, in Iowa, well, I didn't say this, I said this earlier today. In Iowa, we don't have real celebrities. We don't have a football team. We have college ones. We don't have a basketball team. We have college ones. We don't have real pros. So anybody that's on television in Iowa is a big deal. And that was what I was. And so the whole state associated me with this man. That now I have to go and convince people that he would make a great president. And that was an easy sale for me because I knew what he was like because I had that 18-week internship with him. So then he was like, you're really good. I think we got Iowa. I'm like, honey, we got Iowa. Send me to the next state. Well, where do you want to go? I said, send me to Utah. I live there. I used to be a Mormon. I can get you Utah. I can get you Utah. He goes, I can get you Utah. Is that the Mormon comment or is that I can get him Utah? Either one. Who cares? Keep clapping. So I said, keep clapping. I said, no. So I said, he goes, what are you going to do in Utah? I said, give me Mike Pence. That might be a sore subject too soon, but I said, give me Mike Pence. Because Mike Pence is what Utah needs. That pastor-looking, preacher-looking man. So I get out there and they're thinking, Donald Trump, like they spit on him, right? So I get out there and I tell the whole crowd, did you know? He's never had a sip of alcohol. Never smoked a cigarette. What? Wait, what? Donald Trump, I thought he was a womanizer. You mean to tell? Now we're talking about the word of wisdom, right, Stacy? Now they're interested. Wait, I thought maybe he was a boozer. You're telling me this man's never had a sip of alcohol? No. Did you know? Never smoked a cigarette. Oh, they love that too. What? Guess what? All of a sudden, after my visit, we win the state of Utah. Send me to another state that has a caucus. State after state, working my tail off. And then I realized, because I was his national surrogate, I had to go on TV and defend the stuff that he would say or whatever would happen. And I'll never forget my first TV hit. I was on the campaign 5 days, and I get a call from Hope Hicks, and she says, you got to go on Fox News. Okay, what are we doing? What are we talking about? You need to talk about why he said John McCain's not a war hero. Well, I'm in trouble here. Now, who's John McCain? No, I didn't do a little Google search, but I was like, oh, man. And so then I was like, here's the deal. I'm not trying to be fake. I'm not trying to be phony. I'm not trying to act like I'm some political guru because it's all over my face. I'm not. I'm going to be real. I'm going to talk about the man that I know. So what I said is, he speaks what's on his mind. He's saying the truth. There's a million people that probably think that, but he's the only one brave enough to say it. So I stand by the fact that this man is saying that man did something that upset him and upset a lot of other million people. And I don't know what I said, but it apparently was a hit. He tweeted me, it was amazing and all this great stuff. I put it on a coffee mug, who cares? At the end of the day, the job wasn't easy. And I'll tell you what, 2016 was just incredible. We won the state of Iowa by 9.5, a huge, huge win for a battleground state. And I was like, okay, well that's probably a lot to do with me because he said he'd fire me if it wasn't. Okay. And what I realized was I knew who the Trump supporter was. They were the hard-working mother and father. They were the blue-collar people that actually get their feet dirty, get their hands dirty, and fight for this country and love this country. weren't the politicians. Now I have to work in 2020 with the establishment because it was already the president. Before it was so easy, people were writing $25,000 checks easily for the president, easily. And now I have to work with the GOP, and I'm an entrepreneur. I don't have to work with anybody that I don't like. If you're not good enough for the Hey TANA team, you don't even come around. Don't even come around. If you don't stay good for the Hey TANA team, you're fired. We ain't got time for that, right? We got a country to save, and I got a business to run. So I'm looking around and I thought, how did we get here? The GOP party hates you. I know for a fact they're never Trumpers. I saw these people. Charles Grassley in Iowa, Senator Grassley, an establishment career politician. He said you were to blame for the insurrection. He said Biden is our president. Why are we associating with this? You're better than that. You know who your people are. I know those people. What happened in January the 6th, those were not our people. Because I was his hype girl. I know what our people look like. Amen. I know what a Trump supporter looks like. Oh, and wait, because I'm on this national rhino busting tour. I love being here. And I also know who the people are that never wore the MAGA hat. I know who you are, and I'm calling you out state by state. I want to tell you a couple of things because I know time gets away from us and I have 10 minutes left. What you're experiencing here in Georgia is no different than, I'm sad to say this, than every other state that I visited, including the state where I reside, where it all happens. The GOP swamp is so deep. They don't want America First candidates that are new, that are fresh blood, that are good, that like to execute, that have wins under their belt. Wins meaning, are you successful in life? Yeah. You successful in your marriage? Yeah. Did you need this stupid job of politics? No. Okay, those are the people that they're afraid of. It's the career politicians that are getting really rich, lining the pockets. They're getting super rich off of people saying, I'll give you $100,000. Sure, you got it. I'm going to talk about biofuels, but guess what? They don't do a darn thing about the thing that they take the money for, so they're all compromised. It's in every state. I'm traveling the country 3 states a week. I'm going to Virginia, it's happening there. It's here in Georgia. It's in Indiana. I'm going to Ohio, it's there. It's in Iowa, deep. It's everywhere. How do we change this? We change this by having what we're doing, having good people step up. But like they were saying, you have to go vote, or none of this matters. Folks, there are so many disgruntled, disappointed, disfranchised, discouraged, depressed Americans that if we don't get off of our butts and do something about this, our country is going down, 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 down. I want to say a few things about the veterans. When I was on the campaign, one of the highlights for me, because there were so many lows, because I hated the job, but I knew I needed to do it. The best part of it all were meeting the amazing veterans. They were so good. They were so humble. And I never experienced humble men and women like I did working with the veterans. And when Trump said, screw you to CNN and decided not to do that debate, he decided, Tana, let's have a debate and we'll raise money for veterans organizations. I was like, yes, I love it. We raised $6 million, a little over $6 million. And he was like, let's give this money away. So I literally was going through the phone book, calling all of my contacts, trying to figure out veteran organizations to give them money away. And so, just because we're low on time, I have a gift for Dennis. This is, where's Dennis? Still here? Dennis? Dennis, come on over. Dennis is this. This is something that Donald Trump had made for the campaign. And because he is such a great volunteer, and I talk about in my presentation, thank you for being a rock star. Thank you. I talk about you look good. Thank you for your service and thank you for your volunteering. Any friend of Stacy's, let's get a picture. Any friend of Stacy's, let me do this because it's getting a little. Just humble, they're so kind. And then I had to start carrying a gun because being, the face of the campaign, and these veterans would walk me to my car. They made sure my house was protected. They were just going above and beyond. And I just thought, these people are incredible. And so I'm honored to say that I am now an ambassador for Veterans for America.
Yeah.
So this is a limited edition, not like Dennis's, but this is a hat that Donald Trump told me to give to any veteran. And when I give this hat to a veteran, I'm supposed to say thank you from the bottom of his heart for your service, because you are the true American heroes. And the reason that I'm going to give this to Stan is because Stan is the reason that I know Stacy, and Stan is the reason that I am a veteran, an ambassador for the Veterans for America. So Stan, you get the
I love it. That's fabulous. So great.
So thank you for that. And I met him at an event he came to with TANA, and he heard me speak and introduced me to Stacy. So I have so much I want to say, but I have to respect the time and I have to respect your time. But in closing, I do want to say, if you are not recruiting, volunteering, helping in any capacity that you have been given, for example, say you've been given the gift of wealth. Well, if you're not helping a candidate get across the finish line and move that needle, why? Why aren't you doing that? We can all do more. And really the best thing that we can all do is turn off the television, turn off the noise, and tune into God. Because the news is there to scare you, to put fear in you, and to make you stay in your house and not do a darn thing. But what we need is God. Tune into God. And he says, tap into your heart, tap into your wallet, volunteer, recruit the young professionals, and recruit the special needs community. That was one of my highlights also. I recruited the special needs community to help me get Donald Trump across the finish line. And many people said, don't bother with them. They're too much work, they're too much of your time. And I said, excuse me? Come on. They're God's children. Are you kidding me right now? Because he's watching. And I don't want to get a check mark against him. I don't want to get a bad report card. So I incorporated them. They were one of my biggest assets. I had a gentleman that worked for me that they said, Tana, don't bother with him. He made 100,000 phone calls for Donald Trump. And I rewarded him. Just like you rewarded Dennis for being good, I rewarded this guy for being a good helper. You know what I mean? For being good at his role. I rewarded this kid. He was a young man, 21 or so. And I said, what do you want? What would be the best thing that you would want? He goes, well, I'd love to go to lunch with you. I go, done. What else? He goes, I'd love to meet Donald Trump. I go, done. They go, the campaign goes, well, we can't do that. Let's give him a hat. Excuse me. No. You're meeting your idol tonight, buddy. Dress up and take a shower. I had to tell him to take a shower. I didn't have to say that. And he did both. He did both. You guys, I can talk till the cows come home. Here's the deal. If you're not already following me on social media, follow me. Everything is Hey Tana, H-E-Y-T-A-N-A. TikTok. I'm on TikTok, but I'm banned for a few days. Until your election is over. But TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. And I will be out at my book signing table. I'm on Truth Social. I'm on Gather. I'm on it all. Just go to my website, heytana.com. You'll find me. But if you have a question, if you want to take a picture, if you want to ask me anything, I'm going to be out at my book signing table right now. Oh, wait, and one more thing I don't want to forget. I was just at Mar-a-Lago and was with Laura Trump. I'm not name dropping, but I wanted to tell you. I kind of got a hint that something might be happening soon. So I can't say. They told me not to say what it was. But we get a hint. So brace yourself. And if you think for 1 second that you can do this on your own without the help of the man that put our Republican Party on steroids, you got another thing coming.